Hello, students. I want to give you a little explanation for how you're going to be preparing for the summative test that you will take on Tuesday next week. And that is using a paper study guide to help you prepare for it. So in a few minutes, you will be getting an actual paper study guide that looks like this, that has all of the information that you will need to know for the test. So I will not be asking you any questions that are not coming from this study guide. So as an incentive to have you complete the study guide, you will notice here in modules that if you complete the paper study guide and you turn it into me on the test day, it can increase your score on your test up to 10%. Now notice that it does say up to 10%. So 10% is the highest, but it doesn't mean that you automatically get 10% on it. It depends on how much of it you have done. So a completed one will get you 10%. Now, the way that you're going to complete it is by using a Quizlet. This is optional. You do not have to complete the study guide. However, it is in your best interest because it has all of the information on it for the test, and writing things down should help you remember it a little bit better. Now, it's important to understand that this study guide is not what the test looks like. Your test will contain questions that are multiple choice. You will have some fill in the blank. You will also have some short answer, some matching. Occasionally, I will do some true false, but this is the way that your test is going to look, different from the study guide. The study guide is all open-ended. But to help you complete the study guide, you will use the Quizlet. So I'm going to click on the Quizlet here for you that you can see where it's going to take us. And here in our study guide, or on the Quizlet, you're going to click on the card to flip it over. One side has a question, one side has the answers. You can see up here that this is card number 1 out of 40. And on the study guide, you will also see that there are 40, we'll call them questions on the study guide. So the question on the card may not match exactly as it says on the study guide. So for example, number 1 on the study guide says, explain what happened to the settlers of Roanoke. And this one just says, what happened to the settlers of Roanoke? So to get our answer, you click on it, it'll flip over, and then it's going to give you the answer. You write this answer on the study guide, and then you go to the next card and look for it to match the question. It should be in order of the way of the study guide. I may have flip-flopped 1 or 2 in there, maybe accidentally. So if you get to one and that's not the next question, then move on to the next card or look for the question on the paper. But all of the answers you will find here on the Quizlet. If you choose not to do the study guide, the paper study guide, then you are going to spend the period studying the Quizlet. And you can do that by looking at the cards just like they are here, or you can come down and click on this that says choose a study mode, and you can click on something like match, and then it'll give you a game to match up the answers. So these are the exact same things that are coming from the cards, and you have to match them. So to list the middle colonies are New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware. So I'm going to match those together, and then they'll disappear if they're correct. If they're incorrect, so let me see here. How did New York get its name? If I put John Wheelwright, it's going to tell me it's wrong. So that's the way that you can use this to study, or as I said, you can go ahead and study them as flashcards. You could click on this other one too that says test. However, I don't feel that this is the best option because it doesn't give you the questions like that's going to be on the actual test, and it will give you answers here that sometimes don't really make any sense. So it's up to you though, however you want to do it, but this is what you are going to do during the period today. Either complete the study guide or study using the Quizlet. If you finish the study guide, which you might be able to do in class today, then you are going to keep it to help you prepare for the test. You will turn it into me on Tuesday before the test. I will not accept these late. You will not get credit if you turn them in late to me, or if you try to turn them in late to me. I will only accept them if you turn them in to me before the test. If you complete the study guide and you feel like you've done a little bit of studying, then you could also go back into modules. And I attached another booklet here for you on the 13 colonies map as well. Yesterday you had booklet number 1, so here's booklet number 2 that you can also start to prepare for the summative that we will be taking on the 13 colonies map not next week, the week after.